joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Tele. Shevchenko plays it in. And that has been knocked clear. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Knocks it out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. Puskas!
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolute.
And the shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Buriram United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now who's going to be first to this? Ekitike. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Knocks it into space. And this is Gullit. And that's gone route one.
Oh, super ball!
Vieira defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played back in. Big chance! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Gullit. He is through here. Decent chance! It's fallen kindly here. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Pele. Gullit. He's a sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Pele. Now it's Shevchenko. Out towards the flank. Roberto Carlos. Now the ball in. Tries to get it clear. And the ball's come loose here. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Half an hour played now. That's tidy. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Cruyff. Ekitike. Nicely spread. Ekitike. And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most accurate pass. Ekitike. He's in a good... Great chance! Seedorf. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pullet has created one goal already. Well timed, excellent interception. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Pelé, and this is Puskás. So nearly the perfect ball. Pullet, and the counter is on. That's beautifully weighted. He's through here. Pullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too. Pelé.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Fan support out wide. Right, Shevchenko. Ball swung in. And this could be the final action of the first half. Punched away. And it's Seedorf. Pullet. There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Buriram United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Thuram. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bonucci cuts out the pass. And it's Seedorf. That's Vieira. Well, that has not gone well. Thuram. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a look and place it forward. Vieira. Ekitike. Well, they could break here. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's being shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And yes, it's him again. Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Back into the middle. Seedorf. Lovely. It's Ibrahimovic! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through. Cafu has it in a wide position. Shoots! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Succumbs to the pressure. Seedorf. And it's Vieira. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Cafu gets good distance on it. And here's Hullet. Seedorf. Ekitike. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pele. Now it's Puskas. Now, can they get him away? And he's gone backward here. That's a nicely weighted pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cruyff.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Bonucci cuts it out. Rijkaard. Pele. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Ekitike. Ekitike. Quietly revving up. Zanetti. Seedorf. Hullet. Puskas. Buriram United looking to pass their way through. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's bustling through. Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught napping. Big header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Hullet. Brilliantly cut out. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. That's a sharp pass. Gattuso. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There will be 1
Seedorf.
minute added time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff. And that's it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Ibrahimovic has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Pretty robust defending. The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started...
Ekitike! Good save. Keeper read that well.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
Ekitike, and this is Cruyff. That's a little off target. He's in a good position. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gullit. It's Seedorf. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Zanetti made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That has not gone well. Buriram United still without a single shot on target. And this is Gullit. He's had a shot! Gattuso. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Ibrahimovic, aimed beyond the defence, and he welcomes it in. Can he finish? And here's Gullit. Gullit. Now it's Puskás.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
That is good alertness. Turan. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and it's Seedorf. That's a throw. Gattuso. Vieira. Milan looking to pass their way. Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he can clear it away. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Pele, played out wide. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cruyff. Milan finding their passes. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Well read, and the danger is averted. No way through. And now the breakaway. Pass somewhat off target. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Pull it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Seedorf. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And a quick reminder
An engrossing
today to
half,
please take
but we're
all
still
the
where we
dustbins
started,
located by
0-0.
the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Pele going about things with real menace. Bonucci. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Cruyff. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. And Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Puskas. Pele. Cruyff. Ekitike. Out to the right. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic has been caught there, it's a foul. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Vieira. Pull it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Buriram United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Puskas. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now they can spring out of defence. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Puskás finds himself offside. And here's Cruyff. He has found the way through. And it's played in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Chooses to go back. Pelé.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Neatly clipped into space. And he's quick to get it clear again. The ball has bounced loose now, and it's Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That's a good ball out wide. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's clever. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Puskás. Pull it. That is a brilliant interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
That's been cut out, well played. Thuram, long ball looking to counter. Pelé is fouled. And he has shown him a yellow card. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. It's a pretty loose pass.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Seedorf threads one in. Chance! Oh, what about that? Finally! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And they can counter here. Tries to pass it through.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Thuram. Back into the middle. Cruyff. Pelé. Bale. Nicely weighted ball. Here comes the cross. Buriram United have reclaimed it. And the finish! Sticks it away! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! You give... That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
If you have a ticket.
And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Buriram United displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Roberto Carlos. Out to the left it goes. He's got away. Cruyff stood his ground strongly. No, that's too long. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Vieira. Applies the finish! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Buriram United have their second corner now. Big header! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Puskás is onto it in a flash. Cruyff. Out towards the flank. Zanetti drives it in. Buffon deals with that nice and simple. And this is Roberto Carlos. Hullet. Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Seedorf. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Extra time reaches half-time.
Please take some time out to give
Buriram
your support
United
to our
come
whole
roaring
stadium.
back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now.
Substitution on
Well,
the
both
field.
teams have run themselves
Number
into the ground out
20,
there. Does anyone have one last
Coming on
moment
the
of magic
field
in them?
is number 15, Peeler.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? And this is Pelé! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Pirlo. Oh, good spread. Bale wriggles his way through. Bale's cross. No, he's overshot the green.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Buriram United are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Brilliantly cut out. It's not an especially good pass, that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Cruyff. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. Real chance. And a chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Cruyff just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
All hands on deck for this one. And the keeper beats it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Pele receives it in a wide... And there goes the final whistle. Buriram United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Ah, Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
Good take, and is he in? Referee has just said play on. And he thumps it clear. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Seedorf. Great vision. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. Bergomi. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lam. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Roberto Carlos delivers, and he's had a hit. Decent hit and on target. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's shifting through the gears here. Costa Curta. That has not gone well. So we're still where we started right now. Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Van der Vaart. And this is Ibrahimovic. Gullit. Iniesta. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He cuts out the supply. No way through. Messi. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nedved is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bergomi. Mbappe is tearing after that one. Iniesta.
The specialist in tearing teams apart.
Bergomi cuts it out. Seedorf short changes him with that pass. Van der Vaart. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Gullit. Iniesta.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I lad ambitious and adventurous too.
And it's Messi. Tries a deft little ball. Nicked it back promptly. He's having a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Aimed in towards the centre. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart making good progress on the right-hand side. Ibrahimovic shapes to shoot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Lahm. Bergomi threads one in, and that's a good ball. Big chance! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart, and the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. The second half then, just getting going. And that is as far as they're going to go. Looking for options for movement. Bergomi cuts out the pass.
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Atalanta are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Aimed beyond the defence. Gullit receives it in a wide position. looking for a runner. That's good vision. And this is Ibrahimovic. Lam gets across to intercept that. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And he's managed to get free. An instinctive delivery. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's intervened well there. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, what about a counter-attack? Roberto Carlos. And it's Thuram. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away.
And the shot! They've done it! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Yaya Toure. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Lam. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's put paid to a promising move. Hit into the middle. That's really well cleared. That'll be a throw. And it's Nedved. Pull it. Just about up to 75 minutes. A searching ball out wide. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Atalanta have reclaimed it. Can he spark a counter here? Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Pull it. Drives it, a header! Goal! Atalanta! And they're back in front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta, numero 4.
Atalanta are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Atalanta go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
So, third quarter of the game.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Hullet. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Lahm. Now Cruyff. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, this is surely their last chance. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Atalanta are down to 10 men.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter. Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post. It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. It was worth a go.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
That's a decent clearance. It'll be a throw-in. And this is Bale. Seedorf. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. It's Nedved! Oh, what? In he goes again! They've got to be quick to recover this, and he's got his cross in. That's that, the end. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension? Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Cruyff. And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Buriram United with the corner, they're first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. And he was alert to it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Takes a shot! Koundé clears. Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! Vardiol with the clearance. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Good read, needed to be. Baresi gets it clear. A probing pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Cannavaro. Turan. Looking for the run. And it's Davids. That's going right the way across. Osimhen, who's steaming forward. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Gets into some space. Lahm plays it in. And it's been shipped out wide. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Messi! Oh no, this does not look good. And one more try! And that has been clubbed away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hangs in across. A mighty effort! Oh, off the bar! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Rivaldo. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Hazard has it in a wide position. Knocks it into space. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and he was quick to react. Van der Sar getting this one clear. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played. Big chance! Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's Lam. Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
He is through here. Osimhen. That's really good defending. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's a Hazard! They've scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Cambio de jugadores.
And the action is back on the way.
Buriram United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Buriram United do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Davids. Now, can they get him away? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
What a throw in. Rice. Over to the left. Hazard. He's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Delivered with swing. And it's Rivaldo. Hazard. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Messi's cross. It's a good foot in there. Oh, it rattles the bar. Davids. And it's in. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
En el minuto 62, el dorsal 26.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
The cross. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's being urged to shoot. Shot, surely! Buriram United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Madrid have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Corner number 2 then.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 18.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Buriram United are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. Oh, he's onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. He's going for goal. Oh, the ball's run. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Buriram United have their second corner now. Can he finish? He's scored! And the comeback is complete. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
El dorsal 21, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Buriram United go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Davids is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mbappe, and the finish! He has done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
el dorsal 21.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, good spread. Tries to play it through. O'Shea kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lahm into the last 5 minutes. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's got away. Ødegaard, and he shoots! It's there! And what a climax we have here! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Buriram United are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Threads one in, the most accurate pass. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Lahm, and that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.